Margaret Amy, and I'm directing and writing Frocks and Props, which is going to be performed at the Grove Theatre in Eastbourne. So the concept started trying to think of the name and the beginning for a concert. Came along with the idea of Frocks and Props, because whenever I direct or write or anything, I start with the frocks and the props. We're hoping the audience would expect to sing along. The idea is that there will be Gilbert and Sullivan songs, there'll be solos, there'll be trios, but there'll be chorus work that we hope the audience will be able to join in with. So the bits of music, the bits of Gilbert and Sullivan that people know, such as the Foeman song from Pirates. We've chosen quite a few songs that we expect people to be able to enjoy and join in with, as well as just enjoying the soloists. So I started singing Gilbert and Sullivan. My first show was when I was 7, and I sang in the Mikado. This is a cloak for a ghost, and I made this one looking at Ruddigore. It's a ghostly creature, and the ghost sings from inside this cape. That will be used for When the Night Wind Howls. And then we got a bride. Well, Gilbert and Sullivan have a bride in just about every operetta. I'm about to try and put it on Lucy, who's going to sing a beautiful solo. But I'm probably going to have to lop off about 2 foot, because Lucy's an awful lot shorter than the bride for which this was made. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? I love buying the fabrics and the costumes and all the rest of it. Lucy will be singing in this, Oh Happy Young Heart from Sorcerer. So over here we have the Major General. And one of the terribly expensive parts of putting on any show is a lot of them have uniforms. You can't afford a uniform. You either have to make them or hire them, and the hiring of uniforms is so expensive. So I decided that we would make a onesie. So the Major General, Paul is wearing this to sing Major General's song. So, as you can see, I've been sewing today. We had a rehearsal last night, and I checked with Melody that she was happy to wear what is a little costume for a singer. She's going to be singing from the Mikado. She's singing A Wandering Minstrel I. A Wandering Minstrel I. All this stuff here is gradually going to be made into costumes. So Mike Bale is going to be the Jester, and I've always wanted to make the Jester's costume. I think this fabric is gorgeous, and I'm going to be able to make it double-sided for him. It's actually a quilt, and it cost me £3. It'll take me hours to make into a really nice costume for him, but I think it'll be really effective, and I know he's always wanted to play the Jester. And in here is a tablecloth, which will make the underneath costume for him. Lucky boy. The lovely Margot is going to be singing Buttercup, and she said she'd like an apron. So this, again, this is an old quilt that I bought in a charity shop today, but it is such a beautiful piece, and it has some really nice work on it. You won't be able to see it from the audience, but my feeling is that if you've got a character and you know you're well dressed, it makes half the part knowing you look the part. Okay, so this is the prop for Buttercup, because I just think it's a fantastic basket. Many years ago I found 2 of them from Venice in a charity shop. Gotta have them. And so Ollie's going to be wearing those. This is my beautiful teapot, which is, well, you can see it, I repainted it for the Mikado some years ago. It's done Sorcerer, and inside you can actually catch fire to it. So there, it does do pyrotechnics if it has to. I am going to see if you can spot the prop, but the idea is that someone will tip the tea out of this now to the banquet we press, which is the end of part 1. So, not only are you going to enjoy our singing and enjoy singing yourselves, but we're also offering you a fantastic supper. A ploughman's supper, so there will be cheese and biscuits and all the rest of it. And at the end, after you've eaten your savouries, you can buy some really nice cakes, which the society members are going to make. So, hopefully you'll come along and see us in Frocks and Props at the Grove Theatre on the 27th of November at 7:30, and you can buy the tickets through the Grove Theatre's website.